Well, it's a great day. My name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur, and welcome to this very special conversation that we're going to have, the key concepts to copywriting. Yes, the 5-step formula to selling anything without opening your mouth. And do you know what the number one skill that every business owner needs to have in order to be successful? Well, let me share with you. The number one skill is copywriting. You know, if you step back and ask me and say, Shay, what's the most profitable idea that you've ever learned? And all the ideas you've ever learned in business through all these years, and I've probably read, 10,000 plus books. I probably listened to 100,000 hours of audio and videos. I've done so much training. I've trained probably millions of people through the power of these broadcasts. And if you were to come back and say, Shay, I just want to know the number one idea that you've ever learned, you know what I would tell you? Think about what your number one idea is right now. Like, what's the number one idea you've ever learned? And the number one idea I've ever learned is copywriting. That when you learn just that one idea, it will have a breakthrough in your business. So my mission today is really to do three things. Go ahead and jot these three things down in your notes. My mission today is to serve, plus give value, and then we can ask for a solution. Let me say it again. We serve, plus give value. And then at the end of the day, when it makes sense, someone can ask us for a solution. Now, look, let me share. There's really three key elements for any business. You need a client attraction system. You need a way to actually generate qualified leads of people who have an interest in what you're doing. You need an appointment setting system. That means you need to get in front of folks. And then you need a client conversion system. That means, how do I solve a problem, have someone make a purchase, and at the end of the day, I make a difference and a dollar in the world? If that's you, and you make a difference in the dollar at the same time, say, that's me. Yes, that's me. That's one of the reasons why you're here. Tuned in right now, laser focused. And I'm so glad you're here. Isn't that what this summit is all about? You being able to improve the quality of your life and improving the quality of your business. So that asks the question, what is a sales script? And most folks, when they hear sales scripts, they have a resistance to sales scripting. Why do they have a resistance to sales scripting? Because when you think of a salesperson, most folks, because of our view of the world, because of the negative stigmatization, most folks think that when you use a script, or when they think of a salesperson that's using a script, think of someone being sleazy, someone being slimy, someone trying to convince them and influence them to do something they absolutely have no clue that they want to do. So they have a resistance to doing that. When in fact, sales script is just words and sequence that have meaning. Jot that down in your notes. Words and sequence that have meaning. So if you're saying something, then you're having meaning. Otherwise, you'll be speaking in gibberish. And none of us speak in gibberish. Gibberish is how schizophrenics talk, right? They're talking words like block, chair, water. But no, that's not how we talk. We talk in words that have a sequence, that have a meaning. So here's what I need you to realize. You're always using a script. Whether you believe it or not, you're using a script. Look, if you take sales scripts versus no sales scripts, and we step back and we reviewed that, sales scripts keep the message focused. It keeps it concise. It keeps you going where you want to go. A sales script gives entrepreneurs a confidence boost. You want to know what you're going to say, when you're going to say it, how you're going to say it. You don't want to wing it. A sales script really results in better voicemails, text messages, and media posts. You will no longer just go, how can I say this, rambling on. No, that won't be you. A sales script also makes scaling the business so much easier, because now you can duplicate yourself and other people. You can do that, and once you do that, it makes it easier for you. It makes it easier for the process, and it makes it easier for the other person. The number one skill that every business owner needs to be successful is using a sales script, which is really copywriting. I'm really bringing that home so you're aware of that you've got to get better at the words that you use. Now, here's a couple of sales scripting techniques. Some people say, Shay, how do you write a sales script? Well, here's how you would do it. If you and I were sitting down and you were at our $5,000 sales scripting copywriting bootcamp, I would say there's three things you need to do. Let's say you want to focus on your closing script, just in the time that we have right now. I would say first we're going to start with your baseline script. So we're going to record exactly what you say at the end of your presentation, word for word. Then after we record that, we have what's called your baseline script. We'll send that over to a transcriber. The transcriber will transcribe that for you. So now we have it written down, exactly what you say. Now, you might change it up every now and then, but you say the same things about the same way every single time. And then we would send it over. So now we got your baseline script. Now I've got to reverse engineer. Reverse engineer when I say, what's the last thing I want them to say? Which is, I want them to say, yes, I want to hire you. And then what do I want to happen right before that? I want them to know that this adds so much value. Then what do I want them to know right before that? That they can trust me. And then what do I want them to know right before that? That this sounds like something that I can do. See, what we're doing is we are reverse engineering. We're beginning with the end in mind, and then we're working back. And then once we've done that, then we're going to go in and then we're going to persuasion engineer. So now we work backwards. So when one domino hits the other domino, for those remember doing dominoes, the thing that goes ahead. Now we got a persuasion engineer. Persuasion engineer means we go into one area of the script and we make it more powerful, more persuasive, using neuro-linguistic sales, which is the study of language patterns and how it impacts the sales process. So there's a couple ways that you can do this, that you can really boost who you are. The first thing you can do is you can borrow other people's scripts. So maybe you don't know exactly what words to say, but you can borrow. It's not stealing. You can borrow what someone else is saying in their clothes. You can use best practices so that you don't have to come up with everything brand new out of your mind, because people perform in predictable ways. Jot that down in your notes. People perform in predictable ways. So we can borrow some language patterns that we know that works. We could tell ourselves, I'm a successful script writer. We could tell stories of other folks. Nothing sells like success. Or we could just reverse engineer our script. Let me share with you one script writing technique. And one script writing technique is called leading language. And leading language is when you say something and at the end, you leave it off. So if I'm talking to you right now and you was at a Prince concert, let's just say that. And singers do this all the time. And some of you may not know him as Prince, maybe you know him as just the Sign. He's no longer with us. But if Prince was singing, he said, purple rain, purple, purple rain, purple. And he turned the mic back over to you. The whole audience would scream rain. And so what you're doing there is you're leaving off the last part of the sentence. You probably heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Having said that, what do most people struggle with? Many of you said consistency. And that's called leading language. And we're going to lead our prospect in the direction that we want them to go. And then another technique that we could use is called a PreFrame. And a PreFrame is when you tell the person what's going to happen before it happens. So we're going to pre-frame the conversation. So if I was meeting with you, I might say, look, when we get together, I'm going to ask a couple of questions so I can better understand you. I'm going to share some folks that we work with. If there's a reason that it makes sense, I'll then share with you how you can work with our company, and you have an opportunity to ask any questions and make that decision. That's called a pre-frame. I'm telling the person exactly what's going to happen before it happens. Like if you hired us and we had opportunity to have our first session, we're going to put together your 90-day year, which is how do you get more done in 12 weeks than most folks do in 12 months. And it's one of our favorite things to do. And once you do that, the breakthrough will create. And in the first 30 days, the breakthrough happens. Doesn't that sound good? Doesn't that feel good? That's called pre-frame. So what I want to let you know is that there are different types of scripts. Not all scripts are alike. No. Just like a subject, verb, and a noun, there's many different verbs, there's many different subjects. The exact holds true with sales scripting. Now, here's what I want you to think about. Which path will you choose? Will you choose the wing it, shoot from the hip, shoot from the lip, try to be continuously, spontaneously brilliant? Or will you embrace copywriting? Will you embrace script writing? Will you embrace the one technique that, you know what, you crack this code and you'll get better at writing your emails. You'll get better at writing your sales pages. You'll get better at writing your free gift pages. You'll get better at sending your text messages. You'll get better at having one-on-one conversations. You'll be briefer. You'll be more powerful, and you have more persuasion. Or will you just wing it? Look, I just want to let you know that, the best way to go is to embrace sales scripting as the one language that you can use. Why is that? Jot this down in your notes. This is the number one idea I'm going to share. I did say the number one skill that every business owner needs is copywriting in order to be successful, because you're always communicating verbally, non-verbally, through videos, through Facebook, through master classes, through webinars, through conference calls, and writing. You're always. And so here's what my mentor taught me that I want to share with you. Go ahead and jot this down. This might be one of the top 5 ideas I'm going to share. And here it is. Your words can make you rich. Jot that down in your notes. Your words, what you say, can make you rich. Don't miss that one idea. This one idea can be a game changer for you. Your words can make you rich. You get better at what you say. You get better when you say it. You get better at how you say it. You get better at connecting. You get better at communicating. You get better at helping people understand how you solve a problem, and the magic happens all by itself. How true is that? So you might be wondering right now, what scripts do I need? Well, first, I want you to create a list of all of the scripts that you need right now. So if you're listening right now and you've never done this exercise ever in your life, it's not your fault. My name is Shay Brown. So I'm here to help you be able to create a breakthrough right now. So go ahead in your notes, write down, if you need an appointment setting script, write that down. If you need a recruiting script, write that down right now. If you need a script to generate appointments, jot that down right now in your notes. If you need a masterclass or a webinar script, write that down right now. If you need an email re-engagement campaign script, write that down right now. You go ahead and write. Some of you just need a closing script, right? That's all you need, is just a closing script, and life is good. Jot that down in your notes right now. And then the second thing I want you to do is prioritize the list. So some of you getting your closing script done first makes sense. Others of you getting your appointment setting script makes sense. Some of you doing your lead generation script makes sense. Some of you are also looking and saying, you know what? I've never, ever gone through this in my life. So you want to know, what's the steps? What's most easiest? What's most urgent? What's most valuable? That's my criteria. Sometimes I write scripts that are most valuable. Sometimes I write scripts that are most urgent. It really depends, but here's what I want you to do right now. Pick a script that you're going to use right now. Like, pick one. And I want you to imagine that you picked one right now, and it's a closing script. And that closing script is done. So now at the end of your presentation, you know about what you're going to say for your most profitable product. You know how you're going to say it. Now here's the question. How much extra money are you going to earn over and beyond whatever you're earning today by just having that closing script done? Maybe it's an extra $10,000 a year, a month going into your bank account. Some of you, it's $20,000 or more a month going into your bank account. But let's just be conservative. You get better at what you're saying. You get better on how you're doing it. And you have your team that you now build. You have your online communication channel working, which needs copywriting in order to operate. So your sales funnels are selling. Your team is out there serving and selling. And let's say you generate an extra, $150,000 a year. And this is conservative, over and beyond whatever you're earning. Here's my question to you. What are you going to do with the money? An extra $10,000, $20,000 going into your bank account. Write it down right now. What are you going to do with the money? How will your life be different? Maybe you're going to pay off your student loans. Maybe you're going to pay off your debt. Maybe you're going to write a check for the cause you agree with. Maybe you're going to pay off your mortgage. But what I want you to do is pick a script that you're going to write. And then once you've done that, then we're going to write down the components of a sales script. So we start writing a laundry list of what you need. Because right now, next to $10,000, $20,000, some of you $50,000 a month coming in over and beyond whatever you earn today, it makes sense. So Shay, how do I start? Create a laundry list of all of the scripts you need. Create a folder called scripts. And then create subfolders. One for stories, one for probing questions, one for the offer, one for handling objections. And just imagine that the scripts are done. Just imagine there's extra $20,000 going into your personal bank account month over month over and beyond what you're earning today. How has your life been different? This is great. Isn't this wonderful? Don't you feel good? Here's what I want you to know. Sales scripting can make all your dreams come true. Like right now. Like it's the one skill that immediately your sales funnels are better. Immediately your conversations are briefer. Immediately people are able to collaborate for you. Immediately you're getting booked as a speaker. Immediately, oh my gosh, you're recruiting a Hall of Fame team that everybody on your team is a Hall of Fame player. Sales scripting can make all of that come true. So let me give you the components of a sales script, because you might be saying, well, Shay, this is good, but I still don't know how to write. This is the third part, and I want to make sure you get this down. The components of a sales script. Well, first, putting together a sales script is like baking a cake. And when you bake a cake, there's certain ingredients that you need in a cake. So if I was going to bake a cake right now, and I've never baked a cake, I would say, I need some eggs, some flour, some sugar. I need some water. I need all of the ingredients in order to bake a cake. And if I was missing eggs, what would I do? I would go down and get the eggs like right now. Like I would not delay. I would go down there right now and get all of the eggs. And then once I did that, I'm ready to put my script together. And sales scripting will take you from where you are right now to where you want to be. Effective sales scripting is a process. It's not something you do overnight, but it's something that can be done. And it relates to our 4S formula, which we believe is systems plus a strategy plus sales equals a successful CEO. And systems are duplicatable. Systems are repeatable. Systems beat goals every single time. So a system is a simple combination of people, processes, and tools when it all comes together. So first we have our product. Then we bring in our copy. And then once we've done that, we have our design. And now we've got what I call the perfect 7, all lined up and ready to go. The key is we've got to keep it simple. The goals of your sales funnel, really at the end of the day, using copywriting, is to get traffic, is to build your list, and convert prospects. Let me say it again. The goals of your sales funnel, which really is all about copywriting, whether you're doing it online or offline, is to get traffic, find people who have a problem so you can solve it. Your copywriting finds people who have a problem so you can solve it. And then you build your list. That means you communicate with folks on a daily basis on how you solve a problem through your video, through your email, and then some of you are doing it through webinars and masterclasses and books and cheat sheets, and you're making this thing work. And then last is to convert your prospects. And then once you convert your prospects, at the end of the day, then it allows you to solve a problem. And here's what we know. People will pay today if you help them solve a problem today. You're in the problem solving business. And isn't that the real secret? Isn't that what it's all about? Sales will solve any business problem. And I want to encourage you, as you're listening right now, I want to encourage you to get better at your copywriting. I want to encourage you to get better at the words you're using. I want to encourage you right now to embrace the one skill and stop resisting it. The one skill that when you improve this one area, you with 100% certainty will make more sales with less effort. Here's what I know about you. You're a winner. I know that you're a champion. I know only winners show up for this type of training. Only champions show up. Only people who know they have the potential inside of them to perform at a much higher level than whatever level you're doing right now. And I know for you, today is your January 1st. You're going to get those scripts right and done. We're not going to wait till January 1st. We're going to use January 1st right now in this moment. Today is your January 1st. We're going to create that moment right now. And we're going to embrace this skill. And we're not only going to embrace this today is my January 1st. You're going to do 3 things. You're going to imagine what's possible for you, because it's possible. You're going to believe it's possible, and you're going to take action every single day. Imagine, believe, and take action. Today is your January 1st. With that being said, my name, by the way, for those folks that are tuning in, my name is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Remember, time is long. Life is short. Live in the moment, and make it count. God bless, and I wish every single one of you success. Peace. I'm out.